It's a funny after for hey daily update TV so and then first time I share to swear any dino book is no hiding. No one subscribe my say being news be no she be a notification on phone so no one be shafin so my visa be more than for so any beauty for me and kind some thing. Kwekwana na babo ntin abebo some audio bi akere ya say e video the intima mfa de but say no untumi akoja na radio station so say I will vote for a John Dramani Mahama in the incoming election eba no we no or begging the supporters for and say yes remo the same thing as ono anka say or vote ma John Dramani Mahama untumi na anka say den like beg is a supporters for we die hard fanfonias among voting ma Rebecca John Dramani Mahama na we akwaya say imore mi pa o we no na all twice na all kase Rebecca kombi bi basic Ghana no enya asem ketwa koma anu din famine anu din pa say bi nsida 83 kom no campus at say Rebecca bosumi di enim September no koma ba basic Ghana nya asem ketwa so busa say one district, one factory, and say a producing nema, one village, one dam, and say fish near the bit me a bit me free my bar, light a bit my producer momono. And I say planting for food and jobs the American canina away in fa. I just say Quana Babon China, I church in my mind a woman in Massapa. Nanzo so video be or the Equacorinima a year back na Punan Casading. As a running mate, no cause all disgrace on us. I just said, Naponagas, area bro. I just said, what I say more me, pa. Mr. Camningo Tin, Sylvia won't to me about Temeka. Any video I just say, a Yenapo area bro, bar near the uncommon out to us.
We are approaching December 7th to cast our vote. However, it does appear Chairman Wontumi of NPP has finally settled on who to vote for and also urging supporters to vote same. Enche aka 3 months pe yes sir Chama Wontumi aye nadwene se fi say ene yen o san so eje supporters ni na say supporters no so ye den enko no om nkoto the same sentie basa na minim but was settle with himself and urging his supporters saying and opese asem no de to mo obi ate ase take a listen to him
for yesramo enti yesra say Mama yemfa yentu yabano enfama eye John Dramani.
My campaign is done for today. Tomorrow I'll come back. So listen to Chairman Wontumi.
For yesramo enti yesra say Mama yemfa yentu yabano enfama eye John Dramani.
My campaign is done for today. Tomorrow I'll come back. So listen to Chairman Wontumi.
For yesramo enti yesra say Mama yemfa yentu yabano enfama eye John Dramani.
Tonight, I have a simple question for the running mate to Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Question will be saying, was he forced to take up this mate's position way, or he merits the position? Which one of the above? Question me be saying, Ora Matthew Poku Prempe. Sa running mate way, ye for so yan ye de share in sa na say was say na ofata. The entina make us say ye do ye running mate every way as I say what to tune your ye will be biara wo ye wa bon ten so ko uhun siesie said the woka so bedwam said the wo nante wo wedua ne diem wo be biara sa ese wo ye de senti ewiase ye say that wunim se obedi hini a ese wo said the wo ye wo niam wo bedwam adana ba me be ye evenzen Opoku Prempe be ye niam bi ati say eniam na ebi ni say take a listen to this.
Wow, we be vice president ya. Se kombe di obe briga na buru nyina. Okay, so we do se kwaku. Wow, we be vice president ya. Se kombe di obe briga na buru nyina. Okay, so we do se kwaku.
Now Now, my mom with the breaking news story. Food soon to hit Ghana pretty soon, and stakeholders, including Minister of Defense, have met today to strategize how to mitigate this looming storm. Now, from the report, HSA, Ghana need an amount of 500 million United States dollars to mitigate this looming crisis, or else we may soon go on a suicide mission. As somewhere that on say, I feel or may a come Kesi Barbadier. When said you see in your 21st century, a come Kesi Badi Ghana for assembling the way air bachelor. Many of our food growing areas need nara a face the ben drought. Is you anyhow. Nanona earlier na mi bisa say planting for food 1 and 2 ekowie saying 1 district 1 dam ekowie saying mohu de yabra bote entiminemu ka say omai ehia 500 million United States dollars to be able to push and give Ghanaians food. Say bisa say what has happened to Ghana, the buffer stock edian eko eduani ni omemu mohu bra ya bo any bra ye gusu a ye bo se enra na se minya baumia na some me busy and say on my the statistics as it were now. How much has Ghana invested in the importation of rice? 1. 2, importation of poultry. 3, importation of the vegetables and the rest. Let me so on my statistics 1. 2, on chair why justify this? And 3, afi omisa me on country me senti and the government into take this initiative. Munim how much of rice are you imported and in billions of metric tons rice. And neye ni beya on my Ghana baby yedro in 1975. One of Ghana's head of state, led by Lieutenant General Ignatius Kutu Echampon. Shadia Kutu Echampon eyemo on my way. Kutu Echampon launched the operational friend is saying OFY, Operation Feed Yourself. Ghana for be bring masama making. Operation Feed Yourself, then they buy. Ghana could harvest food. Food was in abundance. Nowhere and at no point Ghana went hunger for food. To the extent, say, the whole of Esuchare, Tono, and the northern belt became hub for rice cultivation. Ghana was producing tomatoes, onions, and were exporting tomatoes, onions to Burkina Faso, Togo, Niger, and other neighboring countries within the range. Now, guess what? Kutu Echampon and Meki Shot. Ghana was also exporting fish to South Korea and Japan. Go and check the record. A soldier, a military officer, Sabi, no on-call Harvard, on-call Cambridge, on-call baby, or you're just stenographer keke. Kutu Echampon. This is what Kutu Echampon did for this country. And guess what? Kutu Echampon era, and on making sure that Ghana's debt against our debt portfolio told the Bretton Woods institution, said, no, yentia, ampanso, 94.4 million United States dollars. Kutu Echampon repudiated this money. He repudiated it. And no cover pressure at the back Ghana, so by the Bretton Woods institution said, now they have to cancel Ghana's debt credits. And so out of these circumstances, we pressure buyers, so they said, Afi, Bretton Woods institution said, guess what Kutu Echampon did? Kutu Echampon and make sure, say, okay, some consumable items, they said sardine, milk, any beef, Nina, you better ration, near subsidize it. Into your subsidizing now government in a cockrass and your way no deba. Or the bar, a few retail stores, namely shops near them. Yet the mawa, yet the amount, was our price we, ye expect us also cut on the price we. And to imagine, say, at that time, no, we were able to determine the price marketer. Na kalabule something as if just he did this to stabilize the Ghanaian currency. This is Kutu Echampon's brain. owie no Kutu Champo ensure say my Lieutenant Kendall Wine Menyela, who was in charge of Agric, and making sure that Ghana was not importing cotton. He saved about 30 million Ghana cedis out of the importation of cotton. Ni nani wa Ghana. Yes. And then where mokra tomato, onion from Niger Heyao, Niger, Burkina Faso, mokra free. All of these consumables are imported. In Tiene, we say, from 1970 what? All the governments go and come seem incapable of reversing this trajectory of their disease way. NDC, NPP, 32 years. At least for the fact that we have to eat every day. When it comes to food, a non-compromising situation, and therefore, between NPP and NDC, let's go and sit in parliament and make a policy, a nationwide policy. Say, a baby or baby piano. Would you say, yen na yen kambom say ediane, yen create bio. Let's go for wine. Kutu Champions policy way. And don't say Kutu Champion told Ghanaians something. Say, every Ghanaian biarano try to reserve a portion of your land at the backyard and use it for what you call backyard cultivation of food. And then Ghana phobe briana women they are making. Many of them over in the backyard no with their banche, a bro with their body, and even be brave. Many of them will not go to market. And once of them vichura, no will kutraba. Kutu a champion on this side we share Ghana food trim. And the man will be a brabone kudro. Mon may be a brabone kudro. A bodam for Jimmy stupidity. A bino mobile na for criminals and thieves. What the other says, Sikana Bano.
Abusiafo for in art in sema a beka a kwekwana any some video be a poppy out in yet say na poeria brasa nemo nishan. Any art in Yama Wontumi so Bible in Bekan also be voted John Dramani Mahama or say begging supporters for say upon my chawa move with man John Dramani Mahama na a move with ma a baumia DB a about 2 and your papa. I say a year into Naga say a beg me pacho, Miss Remo move with man John Dramani Mahamo, move with man no votimano. I say Quakwana Bible in Tabby teaching Manchester Yasim. To you see no. Yes, a farm in Kesi Be Babysina, come Kesi Babysina, I know them, Papa. I just September, Busun, Nasa, a common beefias, no busa say. Planting for food and just be rebam cancan and aquacusi saying. Oh, we know Tasma can say, but a champion of the Greek or a Greek minister. Oh, sorry, a papa, one oka, and our hand power to the Indians. Oh, Angas, I will be our Nancasano. Oh, you you my year to say. Ama kwekwana babontin ababegun ni masipano can say these people are not thinking right. Na say no ye beka Ghana for so heading statistical e beka nkofo bi awaba koye some pools bi ababontin na say no Ghana for any abre no mkoye some pools no yini a be hu screen so what say a poppy out e be hu na o shall say on the question of who is the best ever head of the state. That means the Ghana. One man lead you on what you say. You can meet me. You beat my bomb ambassador. According to the pools never bunting, the percentage about bunting who say a Kwame Akroma. A 41% of that a year Ghanaians are more who say or more a year Kwame Akroma Abua Ghana pa. If you about John Dramani Mahama. Any a Jacob fight is almost come boom because oh John Dramani Jacob for the almost so ye come boom beat me a bear 34%. That means almost drew a year become that a percentage of a crime in Cromano. Oh, you know, Bazako Fado and 28%. That means a one day Ghana for like or money a year push we know. But a common or can say JJ runs so a pulley damned. JJ runs that time so a tie rate 25% of a gap in Kofa or say my boy Ghana pan is a president of my boy Ghana best ever president. We know because say do the Kufa do to say Akufa say no offer say papa so also any 6% of the Nkofa also or my drink the Bible and the chat to a Dr. Helen Lehman also 2% of the year in Kofa or more case or more LED egana or more abomono. I tell for more coming good in Zambia a year Nipako this are pussy by a barbontin. Chichimo diaba any same Mekokwana the 2 bar near the commodity channel Abanevi.
Nidian si ye dini nyafunya di ma sikadia ni adia enye adwuma aduane ebedia ko enum keke aduane o. Yet ask me a question, say Kweku, do we have land for all of this? Yes, we have. You are sasi ebetundi bro. You are sasi. Look, the whole of Esutare and the northern belt, kutu a champon at the year rice. Yeah, export to be. Ghana was not important. We were exporting food to many countries, including say exporting fish to Japan and South Korea. You think it's easy? At that time, now because kutu a champon, they say why. Lee Kwanzu, just say at his best. Nete kutu example ye ya and nemria we are seeing now are transforming to this transition way and to the office a Ghana ye and to the aniebe krebi. No, by this time food basket no bafana ayema. Mon we brabo. We don't think. Brand example jine abetifi ho. Wo jina himfa they did war ye keke. We are political party. We are political party. Ways and means. Asema waka asabi nyansa enim. Meanwhile, sector no what is one asem da ho as washe me kan ye. Are we thinking? NPP, NDC, 32 years. Are you people thinking? Are you putting Ghana on the proper footing? Ediani ebedio. Ediani ebedi. Enumpo no it mark a turning point of our continuous failure. I'm not talking about infrastructure. A food, a diane obedi. If you're not able to produce a diane for your citizens, then guess what? You are a failed government. We're failing, and you see a palmable NDC NPP. You must ensure, say, a diane obedi Ghanaians, and say import to you. And now, importation of rice, about my name. Now, importation of poultry, any other food staples. And you have all the lands for this. The amount of sika 500 million United States dollars more they cocrise in Yaniaba to safeguard the situation. Other than that, Ghana beko hunger. Eya na mumpeni for no home. Who mpa ebi na bebo bia mo aboma omo. Se wo hu omso na be tu omo for atu omo for na nyen kaka ye emfema omo wate. Na Ghana wi ye ejinanya. Folks, me dem ko short break me ba. Ghana speaks extension of this is in Ahafo region.
In Ahafo region, these 4 constituencies.
Okay.
And 52 say they have no opinion. Say a kuyu, say a kuyu, and so Wontumi said there is something hidden in this Ahafo, and ABA they are not happy, but they don't want to say it openly. So much to say they have no opinion. But share the approval of the president. If say now, there you see a bit of clarity.
Okay.
But 34% say obono homodi, and 52 say omono homodi.
Yeah.
And then 14% say they have no opinion. So this gives you a bit of hint as whether they are happy or not. So clearly they are not happy.
Other presidents ebemu. So for example, I'm seeing that on the question of who is the best ever head of state, Kwame Nkrumah edin top here, 41% John Mahama, and J. Kufuor tied on 34% Nanado, 28% Jerry Rawlings. And then Tamils also tied up 25% Edward Ekufu. And Hillary Mamuna Ebemu. Why the people took this direction way?
No, it was this time when so now you perceive from the ordinary voters, they share the same view as Napo, and I said Napo was just
okay.
So
sounds good.
It was a bit of to okay, he said it. He could be right, it could be wrong, but in some places, we saw say in fact he was right in some places because they were putting Kufuor ahead of Kwame Nkrumah. So it's not entirely it's not entirely say one story say BBI Kwame Nkrumah. No. So
wow.
in half, the best for them was Kwame Nkrumah, 41%, followed by John Mahama, 34%, then Kufuor, 34%, Nanado, 28%, Rawlings, 25%, and 25% are Tamils, and Akufo-Addo Edward, 6%. Now, you see, we share this number, 34% say John Mahama is the best.
Yeah.
Beside Akroma.
In a half.
It tells you, say, in a critical way, that's how they could vote. It's another way of.
And that's still against. It's a sign of a wind of change blowing, kind of.
There are so many things.
And it go along with it.
Yeah,
parliamentary.
You can see. Say there is some level of wind blowing.
Musa. Now, so still, what do we have to know? Still in a half or other Nyama Moye or Hono?
You know, basically 4 seats and a check you 4 out of 4 seats. No,
Yeah.
in fact there are total of 6 seats over half. 2 at the end, and Ekopoku air too close to court. It means it can go either way.
I see.
But in Tano North, which is Pius Opoku NDC, it was 75% against Gideon Baku, 22%. So I think, say, if this continues, it's unlikely, say, Gideon Baku could make it.
I see.
What is happening then is, as a Freedom Corps for no, they are not voting for Gideon Baku.
Why? Did you get answers for?
No, we don't ask why, because look, we know the way race a contest in the NDA. So there's no calm in Tanonoff. Some people are both say Freedom Pemper has lost a seat to Gideon Baku. So it's time to pay back. And now Hong Kong, there are other places are almost 2. In fact, we share areas are a man and so seat.
Abusianfo na tea for any information about to announce a for Pemas Mamtisa News your course to enya some to the scene on a Wontumi chama Wontumi is a Shanty region on a nam no compare Kesi and all catching the supporters for you know more Shanty region and all the supporters across the country ni say on the two only friend of vote ma John German Mahama na ono so begging supporters for say upon match or the why no almost we the same thing as ono because John Dramani man beat my boy Ghana for. And then I could na Barbontin, Abede, Abeche, Nemo, who say, I didn't go for an Ankasa him say, John, a year, Barman Ankasa, any candidate for a year, and Pipia Manukuno. In Jumbas on me, if you're no more than on the John Dramani Mamma neighbor, no matter how Kufia or prepare ye, no matter back. Now, we know time or the breaking news bit to some who say, a year himself to tell come esi Ghana pain na Ghana for quiet me enwa empower quiet me re etimi no da do akura mpo dini ade ade agese na no akwede e koma na no odin babu hu pe ne ni asoko na oto aso no ena o kan say e September ye ba be rem ai busumi die nim no e kom ye ba be si Ghana no e bi kwampo nsi da e tetere kom no kwampo sa. And so besides that planting for food and job 161 factory inside my baby promise I must say a diani be boo a free could that agri minister at the time say no but a champion is why control of that agri a year no inti was sorry babo and see na our hand power to one can set a grand point in your word mouse and kika we the deku ni pasum and then I go kwana babo and see a begun any massive pools bizarre babo and see and also meeting me at the chairman to say a poppy out on my second a year talk on that is not make us no mamunya near course what you say a man for say Dr. Akroma na heading Abua Ghana Pai fra by John Dramani Mahama any a year kufo on my tarry up almost 34% of their from we can Ghana also in semi brain on kind is not interesting. You beat him there drinking like a comment section beat him so I share more down for so any be subscribe my I need no book so high daily update TV.